Welcome to the EaglePod, the podcast where we uncover the inspiring stories of Albanians who've conquered challenges and have soared to new heights. Përshëndetje, I'm your host, Lorena, and thank you to everyone who's joining us on our very first episode. I'm so very excited to kick this off with me. So I will be introducing myself, just a brief introduction. I was born in Michigan. I grew up in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a first-generation Albanian American and college student. My parents are both from the beautiful city of Shkodra. And shout out to anyone from Shkodra out there. Shkodra has a very special place in my heart, and Ijuashum. And so I was born here, and even though I was born here, though, my parents have instilled such a strong sense of Albanian pride in me, and I've grown up with all the Albanian traditions. We spoke Albanian at home. We had Albanian home-cooked meals, which is best of the best, in my opinion, and watched Albanian TV shows, music, all that stuff. So I'm so very proud to be Albanian. And a little bit about my professional background. I graduated from East Carolina University, did a dual degree in neuroscience and psychology, and I was on the pre-med track. I was involved in tutoring, research, did a lot of volunteer work, did shadowing, all that stuff that's kind of needed to get into med school because it's a very competitive program. But I actually decided to take a couple of gap years and finish my master's in health administration while working full-time. And now I'm back on the pre-med track and currently studying for the MCAT, planning on applying the cycle. It's definitely a long journey ahead of me, but it's something that is so very worth it to me. And I'm so excited and blessed that I get the opportunities to do so. In the course of my academic journey, I found it very difficult to connect with Albanian Americans, and living in the South probably didn't help my situation very much, but it was still important for me to find ways to connect with students that shared similar beliefs and values and cultures as me and my family. And so there's so many Albanian American student-run orgs that I found out there on Instagram, Twitter, and so many events that you guys all hold, and they're amazing events. I've seen a lot in New York, Michigan, Connecticut, Chicago, and even Florida, but I kind of struggled to find those connections here. And so that's kind of why EaglePod was launched. I want to build a platform to foster a sense of cultural pride and unity among the Albanian community from all over the world in hopes that it will inspire and empower our listeners. And so we aim to serve as a bridge between the Albanian diaspora and their homeland by creating this platform that will foster a connection, understanding, and collaboration. For each episode on the EaglePod will highlight an accomplished Albanian American guest from any career field. Could be an entrepreneur, an artist, a physician, a lawyer, etc., as well as college students from all over the state. So we'll have discussions regarding their personal journeys, their triumphs, lessons they've learned along the way, and all our guests kind of share a common thread. They're Albanian, they've navigated the path to success, and now they're here to inspire you reach for success. So I think that's so very important to help our future generation and provide the resources to get them there. So each episode will also feature an Albanian fact of the day, which I'm so very excited about. Today's fact of the day is, did you know the Albanian diaspora comprises 2.8 million individuals residing in Albania, with a global estimate of 8.5 million worldwide. The largest diaspora populations are found in Italy, Greece, Turkey, the US, Canada, and Australia. And I think this kind of like shows us, like, as Albanians, just how many of us are out there in the world that don't necessarily live in Albania, and how it's important to sort of have a platform or such as this EaglePod to bring us all together and have these discussions and inspire others to kind of move ahead and be successful and chase after their dreams. So I think this kind of ties in with the mission of EaglePod too, and I'm so very excited to feature these fun facts of the day for you guys. And if you have any like facts of the day that you want to share, feel free to comment down below. I probably might use it on the next episode or something like that. So I'm happy to hear from you guys and what you have to say and all your opinions and thoughts. And so, yeah, I also want to bring all of these success stories from all of these amazing individuals to light in hopes of providing inspiration, resources, and guidance to Albanians who recently moved here and are navigating life and school here in the US. It's definitely not easy. I know there are numerous opportunities and resources available to everyone here, but not everyone is aware of them, which puts people at a disadvantage. And sometimes, these just having access to these resources can impact a person's personal or professional growth, particularly when they're immigrating to the US or just growing up in a household where their parents didn't have similar opportunities. And, it just feels like a place where they don't know how to ask for help, or they don't know the right places to look for. But, once you have all that, it's not very difficult to start moving forward, especially here in the US. So as well as strengthening our Albanian community, the EaglePod is also making efforts to address these challenges and these cultural and social barriers by creating an environment where information opportunities are accessible to everyone, regardless of their background and or circumstances. The EaglePod is not just a podcast, it's definitely a celebration of all the amazing achievements within our community, our amazing community. And I'm so happy to be in a position where I can speak to some of our guests and bring that information out to you guys. So stay tuned for interviews that will uplift, educate, and ignite your own pursuit of success. And thank you for tuning in, and subscribe now so you don't miss a single episode. And also comment down below who you'd like to see on the pod, or topics you all want to discuss, and fun fact of the days that you all have, or just any comments. I'm more than happy to read through all of them and respond. So thank you very much.